What we're not going to do is try to compare this to Charlie.
It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws.
Yeah, Crockett, that's kind of your job, but go on, piss me the f.
The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened.
No, Crockett, what we're not doing is gaslighting American people into thinking that this woman was told to back up and leave, and that's all she was doing, when the reality is they told her to get out of her car. There was we're not going to ignore the fact that the government in Minnesota could have done stuff to stop this prior to this happening. They knew it was going to happen. They were waiting for it to happen, and we're not going to ignore that. It's still sad, but we're not going to ignore it. It's their responsibility. It's their fault.
I remember when Charlie, do you remember what our response was?
Yeah, Crockett, I remember when they called for prayer in the whole entire house, and you specifically are heard screaming, "Hell nah!"
Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order.
Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
Your response was to sit there and say that Robinson was MAGA.
The reality is that the average person on the left probably couldn't make a shot from 200 yards because they haven't been playing with us since they were a little kid. Like, that is just the reality of how people on the left.
Yes, recently, a white liberal woman was smoked by this ICE officer. Liberals are everywhere talking about it. But what I'm seeing on these videos, they are roasting Jasmine Crockett like never before. This comparison she's struggling to bring in tells me everything. At some point, she thought people would see her tears, pouring like this and abide with her. People are not taking it lightly. I just want to show you what is going on.
I remember when Charlie, do you remember what our response was?
I do remember. You guys were happy about it.
Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
She's right. They were cheering.
Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law.
That's right. So if a cop tells you to stop or get out the vehicle, follow the instructions.
Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child.
Jasmine Crocodile Tears.
Charlie Kirk, do you remember what our response was?
Oh, I remember very well because that day was a tragic day for many of us. In fact, I remember when I posted on social media, on my Facebook page in particular, how many people no longer respected me because I supported Charlie. I've seen so many people call him this, a bigot, all these names. Meanwhile, all he did was just share words, sharing his thoughts and sharing truth, called freedom of speech, but he was hated for because of it. And when he was unalive for the whole world to see, y'all celebrated. You all was dressed up as him for Halloween, mocking this man, still mocking this man's death. You all have no business saying Charlie's name out of your mouths at all. Because Charlie was innocent. He was innocent. But you all didn't think he was innocent. You all believed that he deserved to be unalive the way how he was.
Super Soul Sister, Black Power Jasmine Crockett, the one that said we need the Mexicans to pick our cotton because we ain't picking it no more. You remember? The one that said ain't nobody crying but white tears, seeing white tears, remember? Now, I like your opinion, po folk, of y'all black figure, Jasmine Crockett, crying over the liberal right woman. This ain't for no ranking. This ain't for no dogging. I just want to know, since all these nice conservative people that y'all been picking on, calling them what y'all got to say now? The soul sister is crying over the white woman.
She was hid and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay.
We targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was, specifically to us.
Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us.
Give her an award. That was good. That was good. So it took for a lady who got pew who got something she could have prevented for y'all to cry. Are you serious? Where was the tears at for these women? What happened? Where was the tears at for these young girls who lost their lives? Nothing? No, y'all just ignored it the entire time. And this is where we are right now. And you know what's so crazy is that nobody is talking about the fact that that woman who lost her life would still be here had we not had open borders. Don't say that. Don't say that. Had we not discovered that we were being robbed of billions of dollars by not only like illegal people who weren't even American citizens, but government officials, we would not have to worry about ICE being in people's neighborhoods.
You know, I posted this video a few days ago. YouTube had to take it down. I don't know, maybe because I included some videos about the whole situation of how Libras were reacting to Charlie. Now, this is something that I really don't like. Yeah, I don't like when someone's life is being taken away. But looking at the situation, these people are at fault. Yeah. If this guy was not careful, this ICE officer should have been smoked since. Yeah, because the way that vehicle kicked on, the speed. Tell me what exactly, if you were in that position, what will you do? Libras wanted a situation like this to cry, to do this, all these kind of things on social media. I really wish Jasmine can see some of these videos. She mess up. A lot of people are not buying her tears. Yeah, they are making a mockery of her. Look at this lady. She came with examples. A lot of people that lost their lives as a result of what ICE is fighting against. Jasmine didn't cry. And I'm very impressed because these are black people blowing off on her. People who actually were being attacked when they talk about this issue of Charlie. They were in support. Like, people should not be doing this. At some point, when you look at these people, you ask yourself, why would Jasmine do this? I understand she is running for Congress, and this is the only thing she can do. She want to play these normal politics for people to start treating her like a reasonable person. But it's not working out the way she actually wanted because people knows who Jasmine is. And the record is there. I said it on one of my videos. It will be difficult for this lady to actually convince people because a lot of videos about her. Her record is everywhere on social media. So doing this, putting out this kind of, people are not buying that any longer. Just look at what she said on MNBC about Charlie. No sympathy. Anything they want to put up for Charlie, Jasmine was against it. That should tell you a lot about these people, right? I don't want to drag the video. I think I'm going to end here. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clip that is for the YT algorithm. Key.
It's and not so about isn't drugs. Anyone, hey, yeah, go on in there and do this, because I
personally know someone who tells stories about their father.
Wait to get back on the air tomorrow.
I'm a little in shock about that.
Maduro.
Let your hatred and sit this one out.
Well, these guys are paid. They're so. And there you go.
$1,500.
Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see them get it.
MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Considered either place.
Thank.
Everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and back on his own. In one interview, she said,
We should have said nothing. The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson.